Hey guys, People Close Gamers back to react to The Walking Dead Season 7 official trailer, Comic-Con trailer. Can't wait for this. It came out last Friday, so I'm reacting to it almost a week later. But I've been busy with work. You've been watching these other videos here, so I'm just catching up on old trailers that dropped before, after, around Comic-Con, whenever. The last two Comic-Con trailers of Walking Dead Season 5 and Season 6 have been absolutely great, and I've loved them, watched them many times. Thought they were great, how they set up the season, the music that went into them, and everything else. I have high hopes for this. Last season, I think it was like 5 minutes, the Comic-Con trailer. This one's only 3 minutes probably because they have to get around, they can't show so much footage in the sense of, in general, and also, there's a major death that's going to happen in the first episode that should have happened at the end of last season, so there's certain, characters that, they're going to have to pretty much show everyone, otherwise everyone's going to go, oh, blah, blah, blah was in the trailer, they got whacked. So, last season, I thought was one of the best seasons of Walking Dead. I thought the main problem they had was the ending and doing stuff like that all season. So it happened 3 times. You had the ending, which I was so not Walking Dead, of leaving us with a ridiculous cliffhanger. Like, they've left us with cliffhangers before, but not something like that, where, like, that's a comic book for comic book panel. They did it pretty accurately, and you don't show us who you killed just so, you get the ratings up high and then get the ratings up high again in Season 7. I don't agree with that. And then they did the same thing with Daryl a couple episodes before that, like acting like he was dead. And then they did Glenn. Don't even get me started there. That whole dragging out of that storyline. So stop fake killing people or teasing us with like, oh, we're gonna kill someone and find out next season. I want that shit to stop. But otherwise, it was a great season. Really enjoyed the character development. It's awesome to see the Saviors. I doubt we're gonna deal with the Saviors probably this entire season. I don't think we're gonna see any of the Whisperers. I didn't read that many comics past kind of the whole battle between Rick and the Saviors, and I think it was All Out War or whatever it's called. So I don't really know a lot about the Whisperers, or I don't even know a lot about the Kingdom, which seemingly showed up at the end of Season 6 to save Carol and Morgan. I think that was the guys with the armor. So I'm assuming we'll see somebody from there. I don't know anything about the trailer except that they're not going to show us who got killed. So hopefully we get some great stuff, and hopefully we get some great music in this trailer. So without further ado, here we go.
I'm going to beat the holy
hell out of one of you. That's a great way to start the trailer.
Yes.
Oh, we gotta show Glenn.
Since you're in the club now, you get to work.
So we're showing everyone. And all these scenes from past seasons. Carl, Daryl.
I believe this one bloom for your little girl.
Holy shit. Maggie. So you're not telling us who died, obviously. But they're really teasing us with like showing every moment of all these characters in the past seasons.
You can find a way.
Holy crap.
With you.
We can make it.
I think Abraham is the one. That's my prediction. He's the one that gets whacked. It just makes sense.
Where we all wind up. You in?
I'm in.
I've changed, adapted.
Poor Eugene got beat up. He was having such a good character arc at the end of Season 6.
We do it together.
It's not Aaron. There's no way it's him. There's no way it's Rick. But man, that would shatter TV records if it ended up being Rick. Holy crap. They just keep showing us Lucille. Cool. Yes, we know it's the top rated show.
Everything's his, or will be.
Dwight. Probably explain how we get the burns.
Rules.
Oh my god, look at the bat.
Whatever he's done to you, there's always more.
Yeah, man. Fucking Jeffrey D. Morgan's gonna play a great part.
You should know. There is no door number 4.
Holy fuck. He's just sitting out there with members of Alexandria. God, he's gonna be so good. Cool. We should also see more of Jesus this season.
I don't know what the hell's going
There he is.
In the most wonderful way.
That's funny. Carol looks
I am
scarily
King
happy.
Ezekiel.
Ezekiel from the Kingdom. I do know him. He has the tiger, right? Shiva, or I think it is. No, it's Enid. Yeah, there's the tiger. Apparently CGI, so it looks pretty good. Damn, that looks cool. Very different than the past couple trailers. This is Tara? That's right, she's out there. That's right, her and Heat. They took a run, didn't they? So she didn't shoot somebody. Wow, starting later this season as well. Yeah, because normally like the second Sunday of October, Walking Dead starts, but now it's starting the 23rd of October. Let me check out a calendar here. When is that? That is the 4th Sunday of October. So that's very interesting that they're choosing to put it on later this year, but very different than past Walking Dead, the past two Walking Dead comic book trailers that I mentioned. Not really any music, anything of like any like lyrical song, just kind of a beat going on and just Negan's VO over the whole thing, of showing how creepy he is, but charming he is, and how dangerous he is, and whacking people, whacking walkers, but also, just getting closer. I forget that one Alexandrian's name. Obviously, it's not the niche she's dead, but the other one that was there, like, just sitting with her, putting her arm around her chair there, just hanging out, like, he's that creepiness factor, but he's also the charming, but he also could snap at any moment. That's what makes Negan great. And he just has a way of doing things, a way of respect, and it's his way or the highway and everything else, and it's going to be interesting to see such a strong-headed group like Rick and all the other members of Rick's group and of Alexandria, seeing them bow before this man and maybe trying to work with the Kingdom to taking Negan and the Saviors down. So I think that's going to be, well, and also from the comic books, I think Dwight also helped that as well. So we got a little glimpse there of him saying, like, of just saying that, hey, this is Negan's way and everything else, and he'll probably explain some sob story about his burnt face and everything else. But very cool, very dark, and very ominous, as it should be. Very funny there where Carol's kind of being sarcastic, and like, like in the church, oh, it's the happiest I've ever been, she doesn't know why. She's definitely knowing her. I want to see, I didn't kind of like the arc she took at the back half of the season. I understood why, because all this death has been weighing on her, but maybe it was a tad too much when she was like totally willing to die. I just don't like to see like my favorite, or one of my favorite characters, she's my phone background, just be taken down so much like that. But if they build her back up in an organic way that makes sense, and maybe explain more of why she went so downhill, if she's explaining that, Melissa McBride is having that kind of dialogue, I think I could be really interested in that. He said King Ezekiel here. I believe he's the head of the Kingdom, but let me know if you know more about the Kingdom down below, because I don't. And I believe it's like Shiva, I think is the tiger's name. Apparently, again, like I said, all CGI. Looks pretty damn good, so that's a first for Walking Dead. They always do great makeup, but really having like a special effects, all special effects tiger is a pretty big step. So I'm interested to see where that's going to go. Learning about a new civilization. I want to learn more about the Hilltop and Jesus and them also helping to try to take down Negan. And I'm interested just to see where this season goes under Negan's leadership. Is it the entire season? How long is Negan lasting? Or is he, he's a pretty big character. He just showed up at the end of season 6. He definitely could last season 7 and season 8 if the governor lasted for 1.5 seasons. I think Negan at least gets that, or 2 or more. Just don't drag it out. Do a good job, Walking Dead writers. But I know you guys will. Just none of that fake death bullshit that you tried last season. That was like really the only thing that bothered me. The walkers looked great again. Stories were great. Characters were great. And like last 2 seasons, so season 5 trailer, we didn't kind of know what happened to Beth in season 4. Season 5 trailer ends with, oh shit, Beth's alive and she's in this weird hospital. And then, which was a weird storyline. And then season 6 ended, the trailer ended with Daryl kind of you see he's out on his own and he traps someone, and that's when we watched the season, he got separated from Sasha and Abraham, and met Dwight and the gang and things like that. So this one ends with other characters that were not there and split off from the group, that are not in the lineup there kneeling before Negan, in Tara and Heath. I believe it was just the two of them, maybe another random Alexandrian. So really cool to see where they're, what's happening with them. Looks like they're making tough decisions, fighting walkers, and it looks like Tara doesn't shoot someone with the shotgun like she should. She hits them in the face with the butt of the gun, so that'll probably backfire on her. I really do like her character, want her to expand more, and I also just thought of, she doesn't even know Denise is dead. So that's going to be a pretty big thing there, or what's happening with Negan or anything else. The last thing they know is they murdered a whole bunch of people in one of Negan's compounds in a great episode. I think it was like episode 12 last season. So just, I'm excited for Walking Dead, and that's overall, guys, that's my thoughts here on Season 7 Comic-Con trailer. I just can't also believe that the show is starting so late, but let me know what you think of that and any other thoughts you have on the trailer down below. How long do you think Negan's going to last? What do you think of Jeffrey Dean Morgan's performance in those 10 minutes? Are you interested to see, obviously, it expanding here in Season 7, Season 8? What comic book references or Easter eggs maybe that were in this trailer that I didn't recognize? Let me know down below. And explain to me more about the Kingdom and Ezekiel, and maybe even the Hilltop and what they're about, and the main characters coming there. And how do you think this season's going to shape up? What are your hopes and concerns for this season? And is it going to be interesting just to see Rick and his group kind of not in a position of power now? Let me know all your thoughts and predictions for Season 7 and the trailer. Let me know what you thought of that. Let me know all that stuff down below. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, share with your friends if you'd be so kind, and until next trailer reaction, thanks for watching.